Hello there. Today's video, I'm going to be doing the 16 old toys are worth money. That's what I call the article I'm going to use anyway. We're going to look through it. I'll link it as I always do. But 16 toys that from the 90s that will make you money. Now, we've done the 70s and 80s. We know they're worth money at the moment. But things that are coming out now and that from the 90s and things that are getting regurgitated is probably not the best word, but they are re-releasing some of these. So what I'm going to go through this article. I'll show you it now. We're going to go through this article and I'm going to read what they say, and I'm going to say what I think. So you can see there, it is savethestudent.org. Now I get Google alerts every morning for things like this, articles like this might be of interest, and I just thought this was quite interesting, and I know I get questioned quite a bit about, well, what toys that are coming out, not necessarily now, but from the 90s to now. There's no new modern things, and I might do another video going on from this, what is going to be valuable from now. But this is 90s, there's not much change to the 90s. Like I say, it's all been re-released. Yeah. Anyway, let's get on with it. So support site, please use links. Yeah, I will link all this. Jessica Murray in Make Money for Students. Let's face it, we all still have some of our childhood toys in the hope that eventually they'll make us rich. Really? Yeah, I don't know. Some might. I just buy them for nostalgia reasons, but they're actually worth anything. I mean, most of these things, not necessarily from my childhood, but from my son's childhood, from growing up buying him these things. So we're going to, you can see Furby, So we're going to go through the 16, so there's quite a long list, really. A large chunk of the country's population have suffered from their parents' active with their old toys, predicting that they'll worth fortune in the near future. Now, we used to do that. We used to play with them and then put them away and just think, well, who can I hand them down to later on? I think that's what most parents do, isn't it? And the amount of stories of, oh, my mum stole this and she'd give it away, blah, blah, blah. I think that's everybody. While not all childhood toys and games will be valuable, there's no denying that certain gems are worth hundreds of pounds. This is especially true for rarer and older toys, obviously. Goes without saying. So how do you tell the treasure from the trash? Let us show you some of the best toys that are worth money and how much you could be expecting for them. Now, I don't know when this article was, June. So it's this year. So it's not going to be too much different. Unless the market has crashed. Which old toys are worth money? If you're faced with the mountain of childhood toys that parents have pressurised you to get rid of, don't throw them out straight away. Take some time to work out which old toys are worth keeping and selling. This article is a good starting place, but some further research based on what you have and what toys could be considered rare and valuable in the future. If you're taking this really seriously, you could even seek advice from an expert. See how your collection is faring. Don't forget to take a look at any collections your parents might have too. You never know what sort of cash they could be unwittingly be storing in the attic. I think they know. I think they should know. Most of them should know. Most valuable toys from the 1990s to the 2000s. These 90s and 00s toys could be worth money. Beanie Babies. No. Manufactured collection. Start off with we're going to address the often portrayed holy grail of valuables. Yeah, it's not. Over the years, a number of articles have proclaimed that these stuffed animals are worth thousands, but are they actually worth anything? No, I can tell you that. No. If you're lucky enough to own a rare, it's probably only one that's the rare, but there's two versions of it. The one's rare, one's not. I mentioned this before, and I think this, yes, it does mention it here. If you're looking for a few £100 on eBay, don't forget, for the vast majority of Beanie Babies are worth very little, nothing. Even a Princess Diana memorial bear, often held as one of the rarest, fails to attract much attention on eBay these days. Because there is one version of it, they did the little beans inside them, they changed them from heavy beans to lighter beans. So if you get the first version, then, you know, it could be worth not a lot though. The couple of gems that can fetch up to £2,000. Employee beanies, yeah, anything employee made, Lego, anything like that, worth a hell of a lot because they're rare, because they're just given to employees. However, only 300 of these are made. 300 is still quite a lot. Exclusively for tight employees, so get your hands on these, won't be easy. I won't even bother try and get those. This gives you a good idea which Beanie Babies are the rarest. So watch out for stuff like errors on tags. Yeah, no, just don't bother with the first one. Polly Pockets, number 2. What you're looking for here is a pre-1998 Polly Pockets, which is when they are really tiny and probably a choking hazard. Same with most toys. The masks on the mask figures got bigger and had little holes in them because the earlier ones were too small. No, people were choking on them, blah blah blah. So they changed them. Same with these. I don't know a lot about Polly Pockets. Some of this is information from me as well. Again, it's like when I did the attack box. I am actually looking at this with you, so I am learning as well. But I'm just giving my opinion on what is worth something. They're giving their opinion. I'm going to say what I think about that. There's a lot of things. Exactly how much you could make by selling Polly Pockets depends on the condition, and exactly as anything. 2 Polly Pocket sets, a Little Mermaid and the Alice in Wonderland, are previously sold on eBay for £1,421. There's not always a good benchmark is eBay, but you know, that's probably where most people, 99% of people, sell. They're in mint condition and still fully packaged, probably sealed as well, I would have thought. Assuming that you didn't keep all your toys unopened with the original boxes, jewel cases can still fetch between £10 and £30, but rarer ones can sell for a few £100s. If anybody's interested in any of these lists and they want to get a full list, I will do a follow-up video on that. Just let me know. Let me know if you want to know about Polly Pockets. If you want a list of Polly Pockets, I will research it and I will do it. This is what I'm here for. When selling your vintage Polly Pockets, try bundling a few together to make a bit more money. Not always the best advice. Sometimes it's better to do them separately because somebody might be after that one specific one, and if you bundle them together, they'll probably think, I don't want to buy all those. I just want that one. So just be careful with that. So that's not always a good bit of advice. So bear that in mind. Number 3, Pokemon cards. Obviously, Pokemon cards is probably going to be maybe one of the top on this list. I should rank these, really. We'll go through afterwards, I think, if we've got time, and I'll rank which ones I think are going to be the most. But I think this is going to be top 2, 3, I would have thought. I think I know which is going to be number 1, but we'll get to that. Long before Pokemon Go, there were Pokemon cards. There's still are Pokemon cards. The most expensive cards include ones owned by competitors of official Pokemon competitions, yeah. So you're not going to get them unless you pay a lot of money. For example, the 1997 Trophy Pikachu trainer card slot sold for over £230,000 in auction in 2023. But there's still lots of other old cards could be worth quite a bit of cash. And I actually did a full article on this. So if you want to see that, let me know. I will. I'll try and put a link to that in the description, but I don't actually know which it went to as PR company, so I don't know which publications actually went into. There are some other rare cards to look out for. That could be worth a few quid. First, this is an English article, by the way. Can tell. First edition holographic Shadowless Charizard could be worth 15 grand plus. Its first edition shiny Charizard may fetch over £1,000. However, these cards are incredibly rare, and vast majority of Pokemon cards are worth a lot. The first edition cards, printed 1999 to 2000, are definitely the ones to look out for. That's it. There are millions of Pokemon cards, and people think they're all worth money. And you see these job lots that go for thousands, and you're thinking, what? There's maybe just like one card that's probably worth a bit of money, and they're just gambling. I don't know. Here's a great list of some key features that you could suggest if your Pokemon card is valuable. Rarity symbol. There will be a bottom right corner, circles and diamonds are common, but a star H or 3 stars mean the card is extra rare. Holograms, holographic cards tend to be worth more. The reverse holo cards, as there are reverse holo cards, ones that are shiny around the picture, but not on the picture itself. Errors. Again, errors. So anything collecting the got an error is worth a lot of money. Pokemon cards with mistakes and the rarer, most valuable. Look out for the Shadowless cards. Yeah, the Shadowless. I learned when I did the Pokemon article, I learned quite a bit because I had to do a bit of research. Yeah, the Shadowless cards is probably one of the more significant things. One with the shadow around the picture box is missing. Yeah. Extra symbols and words. Look out for the extra words on after the card name. Things like X, a star, or legend tend to mean the card is more valuable. First edition cards, obviously, they're good money makers. Keep an eye out for number 1 inside a circle. Collector number. This is in the bottom right of the card. A collector number which is higher than the number of the set overall. 65, 64, for example, suggests the card is a special edition. If your Pokemon cards don't have any of the special features, try setting them online with a bulk set instead of maxing. Again, they're saying the same thing. Now, yeah, if you just want to get rid of them, yeah, I would say do that. But if you know you've got a special one, I don't know. It depends on how you want to sell them. So number 4, Furbies. Oh, I remember these. I remember distinctively when we got his first one. I got my son his first one. I was actually in the cinema with him, watching. I can't remember what we were watching. I got a text saying, "Oh, your Furby's here." So I phoned my mum up and says, "Can you go get it for me?" So she went and picked it up, bless her. I remember these sub-annoying furry creatures that used to talk in gibberish before you inevitably remove the batteries to shut them up. Turned out they could be worth keeping after all, in the box probably. How much Furbies are worth? If you've got an original 1988 Furby, so it'd have been 3. It could be worth a fair bit, especially if it's limited edition or is it in original packaging, obviously. Most sell between 10 and 30 on eBay, but we've seen a rare multicoloured version go for £200. Fish yours out, check if you're still working, and take a look on eBay for any idea how much yours could be worth. Again, if you want me to look up on these, I will do it for you. Number 5, Super Soakers. Yep, your water pistols could be worth some actual cash. How much are Super Soakers worth? Certain models of Super Soaker sell for some serious money. The mighty Monster XL can sell for a couple of £100, but the classic Super Soaker 50 is worth around £20 to £50. I'm assuming that's used condition. I don't know. My common models probably won't get you much, but it's also worth checking out on eBay for any trends or demands. Yeah, I wouldn't have said Super Soakers, but yeah, they were big. Tamagotchis, if you still got your old Tamagotchi from 96, 97, certain versions can sell for quite good money online. Again, this is something that were re-released. I get it. Most of these things are re-released Most of them, Furbies, everything's, it comes around in circles, but they don't seem to have any imagination to bring anything new out. Not since the 90s by the look of it, but that's another video. Unfortunately, the big bucks are reserved for those unopened, still in the box. Tamagotchis, what a surprise. They sell for about 50 to 100. Most open ones will be worth 10 to 20. However, look out for special or rare Tamagotchis. That's still fetch 80 to 100 pound in some online auctions. Look out for white or red ones or themed ones. The slightly less known Digimon Tamagotchis are also worth a fair bit. Get one of those. They typically sell for 30 to 60 on eBay and up to £100 in rare auctions. These are basically just naming 90s toys and saying, yeah, they're worth this much. They're worth more if we've got boxed versions. Good condition boxed versions, yeah. Basically what they're saying. Yu-Gi-Oh cards, yeah, I had those as well. As with Pokemon, some of the rarest Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I think I prefer Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh is a really good game to play. Worth a fair bit these days. How much Yu-Gi-Oh cards worth? A quick way of establishing whether your cards is worth anything by using Card Maven. Card Maven, there we go. I could click on that, but it won't come up for you. But there you go, Card Maven. Try it out. I might click on it and then link that in the description. I might do if I remember. This is the bright guide. So for the card collectors like Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh, I will do. I think I will do. Since there are normally various versions of the same card, you're better off typing into the unique card number, which can be found at the bottom right corner of the card. This will bring up a list of similar cards and with average selling price. Narrow this down by selecting the cards that are most likely yours, holographic ones, for example, and the card value will adjust accordingly. So it's telling you. It's not telling you, they don't know the price, they haven't researched it, they haven't gone into it and gone into the thing, this is it, this is the most rare one. They just said, just do it yourself. Number 8, Lego. Yeah, this, I think, probably. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh cards is going to be up there. I think Lego's going to be. Depends which set, and if you've got it sealed and everything. Again, the same thing as you can say with everything. There are two ways of going about selling your old Lego. If you have large amounts of random mismatched meters, then you can make money by selling them per kilo. Or if you have collections of particular sets, ranges of Lego, you can sell these together in a bundle. That is preferable if you've got a full set. Ideally still sealed, but if you're getting it out left, it's probably not sealed, unless you put it up there specifically. How much Lego worth? Music Magpie will pay £1.50 per half kilo. So Music Magpie are actually buying Lego. That's nice to know. That's interesting to know. Something I've learned today, I think. Hopefully you've learned a bit as well. The pieces need to be clean and in good condition. Usually would be, I think. And they need to be genuine Lego blocks, obviously, as opposed to Mega Blocks or Connects or dodgy Chinese. Yeah, we won't go there. But complete sets are irrelevant here. Interesting. If you got a bundle of parts and a specific set or range, you can expect a bit more than Music Pack by selling them through other sites, like eBay. Up to 50 quid for a decent amount. You can get a lot more than that if you've got a decent set. You can expect to get around £50 for a large bundle of mini Lego figures. See, minifigures, sell them separately, especially if you've got special ones. So don't just bundle them together. Again, people will be looking for specific figures, especially if the character figures like Star Wars, Indiana Jones, anything like that. However, the complete sets are there where the money really lies. Some of the Lego Star Wars Lego sets can sell for thousands. The Ultimate Collector Millennium Falcon, for instance, has previously sold for over £3,000. Yeah, of course it has. Taj Mahal set could also get you a few £100s. But the cafe corner is apparently worth between 400 to 1,200. I definitely think Lego is your best bet in this list. These sets aren't even old either. Many of them are from the mid-noughties. Some of them are like, I mean, even some like 5 years ago, that, you know, they retire them. So they're always going to be worth money. That's why I said, just, if buy two, get one, build one, and keep them. Even I've got the Ectomobile, I've got the DeLorean. I built them, but I still think they'll be worth money. I've kept the boxes, obviously. I still think they'll be worth money once they're retired, and people will still be looking for them, even if you build them. So, yes, definitely sealed. Keep them sealed if you can, but build them. And if they're a really specific set, something like the Cloud City, the Star Wars Cloud City, it's worth about 10 grand now. So even if you've built it, because they're not as rare as they used to be, put it that way, but they still do retire them. So people are still looking for them, certain sets. And again, I could do a full list on that. I might do that. I might do a follow-up. I've done Lego before, but I think I could maybe doing a follow-up. Maybe get some of the Lego creators to come on and do a little bit and put it all together. We'll see. Let me know. Let me know in the comments if you'd like that. And if you're a Lego creator, come on, please send me a video on what you think is the most valuable, or the most valuable, and the one that you love the most. That's a good one. Well, I'll get in touch with me if you're a Lego creator, but I think I'll do that. Just spitballing there. These sets aren't even. Oh yeah, I've said that. If you're looking to have one of these valuable sets, you might want to think using a specialist site like Brick Picker as opposed to eBay. Yeah, there's a few out there. This helps make sure you're getting the best deal. Number 9, Happy Meal toys. I've definitely done a video on this. It's done pretty well. McDonald's Happy Meal toys, especially from the 90s. God, 80s and 90s ones, bloody hell. They're never as good as these days as they were back in the day, right? But did you know that the McDonald's toys could be worth money? Yes, I did. Thank you. Some of the most popular and collectible sets can fetch you some cash today, but we're not talking loads, unfortunately. I don't know. Depends. A complete set of 101 Dalmatian toys from 1996 can get you about 50 quid. More if you are also got the fold-out display box. Oh yeah, display boxes are, any displays or anything will get you money. Toys like the Teeny Beanie Babies from 1997 or the Furbies from 1999 won't get you more than a few quid, but larger sets can. So we're going back to Beanie Babies and Furbies from McDonald's. No, it is things like the old McDonald's Hamburglar and things like that, and the transforming burgers and things like that. The fry box and things like that. Those type of things. If they're still in bags, if you've got a full collection of those are worth money. Not something like the Furbies and things like that. Number 10 is the Disney video tape, VHS tape. I can't speak. Number 10 is a VHS Disney videotapes. Loads of VHS tapes are quite valuable these days, but most are probably from your parents' era rather than yours. Have a raid in the video stash and see if you've got any rare ones. Yeah, go look in charity shops. They do tend to. Where did I see some of the other day? I saw a full stack of them. I was tempted to get some, but I do have some. I've got sent the Indiana Jones ones. I've got the Star Wars ones. I've got the Highlander ones. They're good, actually good for display as well. They make a good display piece. Because you're not going to watch them, are you? I've read through the video stash, see if you can find rare ones. Films which never made it to DVD are usually worth the most. Disney ones are rare because they only brought them out once a year. At Christmas time, they used to bring like 1 year they'd bring Snow White out, and the next it'd be I don't know, Aladdin, whatever. And they used to bring one out each year, and then it'd be gone. It'd be gone in a cycle, and then it wouldn't come back for about 10 years or something like that. So that's why those are rare. But I don't know which is the rarest. Again, we could find out. You often hear lots of hype around Disney VHS tapes, especially the Black Diamond editions. But while people often ask for hundreds on eBay, they rarely fetch more than a couple of quid. Even the infamous edition of The Little Mermaid, which was banned because one of the castle turrets looked a bit similar to a peen. Yeah. There's the... Is it the borrower? Not the borrowers. The... I forgot the call anyway. This is a picture. There's a poster of a nude woman behind it. Yeah, so... best bet is selling, I think if you're buying it for that, you're buying it for the wrong reason. In my opinion, anyway. And Disney VHS tapes are a set, but don't expect huge amounts of money for them. Oh, you're at it? You can try flogging someone old CD games, DVDs for extra cash. Check out. I wonder if they're getting any affiliation for this. Music Magpie is probably the best place to sell it, but you're not getting a lot of money for CDs, DVDs, or games. So no, I would say no. Harry Potter books, yes, especially one specific Harry Potter book. If you've got one of the first edition Harry Potter books at home, not the later editions, the early editions, you could be sat on a small fortune. You certainly could. The Holy Grail Harry Potter books, first edition hardcover copy of the very first book, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, from 1997. Only 500 were published, 300 went to libraries. Somebody found one in a library skip not so long back. I think it was last year. They're easy to spot as they're credited to Joanne Rowling as opposed to J.K. Rowling, and they could sell for £30,000. I know I've seen a few of them sell for that and over. There's spelling mistakes in it, there's grammar mistakes, there's a few things in it, and I think if you look for the zero on the number, or not, it's one of the others anyway. But yeah, Joanne Rowling. Excuse me. Advanced proof copies of the first Harry Potter book can sell for a few £1,000. The first edition deluxe version from 1999 can also be priced between 300 and 1,800. Paperback copies of the first edition can also reach 4 figures. First editions of the next couple of books in the series can be worth quite large sums of money. We're talking 6,500 for the Chamber of Secrets. But once you hit the 4th or 5th book, only signed copies by Rowling herself have much value. Yeah, it is the earlier ones. So check those out. Check your Harry Potter book out. Number 12 is a Game Boy. If you're old enough to remember if you're old enough, what the hell, I was 20-year-old. If you're old enough to remember handheld gaming before it was in colour, you might just have a classic Nintendo Game Boy lying around. These 90 toys were some money. Game Boys from the early 90s can make £50 to £100 on eBay these days. Oh, more than that. Maybe a bit more if you've got some games to sell as well. Those are still in the steel boxes, make the most. Again, it's just stating the obvious. I suppose if you're not going through the list and you're just reading one certain thing, it's just regurgitating the same information on each toy. You're just listing a toy in it and just saying the same information. Even your Game Boy Color from 1998 can get you £50 to £80, a little more if you got a rare version. And I mean, that goes without saying, doesn't it? You know, Mario Kart 64. That's not just an N64, a Mario Kart 64. Mario Kart 64 is a staple pastime for anyone growing up in the late 90s. Your old game cartridge, I think they just put this in for filler. Could be worth a fair bit now, especially the rarer games. The rarer games. So you're not talking about Mario Kart, you're talking about Nintendo 64. So it should say Nintendo 64, but Mario Kart 64 is worth it, yeah. However, there's one of the most common games, Mario 64, can up to about £30 on eBay. Games sell for a lot more than that. GameCube games sell for a lot more. It's rise to 40 to 50 if you still have the original box. Again, saying the same information. iPod Classic. It's a gadget more than a toy, but iPods may not long be the essential gadgets as they were, but some of the first generation devices are worth a pretty penny now, especially since Apple has officially stopped making iPods, and the value may increase even more. But they're not updating them, are they? So yeah, no. Can you even get iTunes and sync it up anymore? If you've got one, let me know. If you have a first generation iPod Classic from 2001, you can sell it for anywhere £100 to £200 on eBay, depending on its condition. They're still pretty good. I used to go around with a personal stereo where you had to carry your cassettes about, so you just listen to 45 minutes of music and having to change the tape over, so you'd have to carry a few tapes with you to if you're going on a journey, you have to carry a few tapes with you and batteries. But when an iPod came out, it was totally blew everybody away because you could have so much music on it. Even second generation iPod Classics can sell online for £50 to £100, so it's worth hunting them out. Number 15, My Little Pony. My Little Pony's first launched in the 1980s and still enduring childhood classic to this day. A rare Firefly pony from 1983 has previously sold for $786 on eBay. So just randomly searched eBay on there, I think, for research for this. But others are worth a fair bit too. Like with most of the toys, if you're looking for its first editions or rare breeds, these often have a date of issue on the hooves, so keep your eyes peeled for those. Yeah, I've always, My Little Pony's not in my wheelhouse, but I always see them and I'm thinking, I could do with researching a bit on these. Mimic the Twinkle Eye Unicorn Pony is said to have the most valuable. Said to be. And it's had a really small production run. One in gun condition could earn you up to £200. Mail order ponies are also pretty valuable. These are ponies you could only get through mail orders, obviously on special offers, making them much rarer. But it doesn't tell you which are the mail order ponies. How do you know? Where, Anyway, it's only a list. I know. We can I can delve deeper into any of these if anybody wants to let me know, please. Sorry. Barbie dolls have been around since the 1950s. Millions of children grew up collecting. I mean, they're going to be big now. Dolls, clothes, and pink Barbie cars. The problem is the most collected Barbie dolls are expensive to buy originally, and most often bought as investments by collectors rather than toys for kids. But does that mean your set is completely worthless? Are they going to answer that? As you might expect, the most valuable Barbie dolls are the oldest ones from the 50s and 60s. They can sell for a lot of money. Limited edition, special occasion Barbies are also a solid bet. The pink Jubilee Barbie doll to celebrate the brand's 30th anniversary, or the Karl Lagerfeld doll to celebrate the iconic fashion designer, are listed as the two most valuable. Basically, any Barbie dolls which aren't the bog standard could earn money if you sell them online. Don't forget that people pay for Barbie clothes too. So there you go. That is your list of the top 16. Actually, I thought it was 15. It's 16. But like I was saying, we're going to go through these. I'm not going to list them as like 1 to 6. I just think that Lego's probably up there, number 1. Probably Pokemon cards, number 2. Harry Potter books as well, if you get that first edition, is up there, probably number 3. The others, I don't think. Definitely Lego's worth. So Yu-Gi-Oh cards is up there too. Tamagotchis, no. Super Suckers, no. Furbies, no. Yeah, Pokemon cards, Lego, Yu-Gi-Oh, and the Harry Potter early editions, I think, out of those 16. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed that. This new format, I am enjoying this new format. Just getting instead of me just reading that lot out, which I can't read. I can't read good. I can't read good, honestly. That's why I tend to do my voiceovers. I read it out, voiceovers, put pictures in, but it takes me so long. The video I put out on Sunday was about the knockoff cars. I recorded it. It took me about 30 minutes to record it, and it took me about 2 hours to get all the pictures in, just put them all up for a 6-minute video. So I've been doing it this way. It's easier for me. I think it might make it more personal, I think, to you, for me doing it this way. Let me know which way you'd like me to do things. I need to experiment. I want to experiment. Keep things fresh on the channel. Not just go out on toy hunts and do toy histories and things like that. Do something different. Let me know if you can think of anything that you'd like me to do or talk about, or what format you want. Let me know, because this channel is for you as well. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Please definitely like. I need all the likes I can get. I don't get as many views as I should be doing, and I don't know why. I'm researching on SEO. If anybody can help me out with that as well, that would be real help. And please do subscribe. I think about 50% of people watching these videos are not subscribed. Please subscribe, because I do put things out all the time. And I'll see you next time. May the toys be with you.
Come on, who are you then?
Ronnie Pickering.
Who?
Ronnie Pickering.
Who?
Ronnie Pickering.
Who the fuck's that?
Yeah, me.